my option for record? Oh wait,
Got
mine
it.
just started recording.
No, yeah, you're
All right,
good.
that
You're good.
works.
Okay. All right, we'll go into presentation mode and then we can start.
Cool.
Oh, I remember how to do this. I don't even know how to bring a slides into presentation mode.
I think you're gonna hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What do
Go
I?
ahead.
it's the slideshow on the top right, or no?
Oh, sure. Oh yeah, slideshow. Start slideshow. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll
Cool.
just start and then we can just go through it.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna exit out of this. Okay. All right, so we are presenting qualitative research versus quantitative research, and our research is about why you should choose qualitative research. Qualitative research is research that provides information that cannot be easily reduced to numbers. It typically involves an examination of a complex phenomenon. Qualitative research is better because it is uniquely used. This is the section that I am presenting on. Qualitative research can be used in ethnography and fieldwork, study of documents, interviews and surveys, and audiovisual records. Ethnography and fieldwork means that a researcher can immerse themselves into the culture that they are studying. They can learn about the culture's meaning of life, and they can ask the question, what is going on here? And through observations and contact with the culture, researchers can learn more about society. It can also be used in the study of documents, and a reason that this is better than quantitative is because documents can be easily obtained for study, and this is unobtrusive to people just because you're using like documents and papers, so you don't have to really go to anybody for that. And when people may have forgotten data, documents are a trustworthy source. Another reason that you might want to use documents is because minorities have been found to be more accurately depicted in documents. An interview and survey is also great for qualitative data because it is relatively easy to gather up subjects. Research can be easy to quantify. So when you have a result from somebody, you can look at the broad spectrum of people and quantify the results that you got from the people. And it is an inexpensive ways to sample opinions, beliefs, attitudes, values, and many other things. And the results from an interview and survey can be applicable to a lot of people. Audiovisual records are great because they're easy to reproduce and make available to others. So like reprinting papers and pictures and like sharing videos online are all very easy to put out there for the public to see. And then you can also, with like videos and pictures, see detailed analysis of small events. And you can obtain audiovisual, and obtaining audiovisual information is not a rigid process. Getting pictures and videos usually isn't that hard.
Okay. With my part of the presentation, I'm here to say qualitative research is better because it allows participants to feel closer to the data, using relatability to the data, diversity in research, and easily digestible data. Sorry. Uh, as far as relatability to the data collected using qualitative methods oftentimes studies the human phenomenon, which allows readers of this type of data to compare the findings to aspects of their own lives. Meaning a lot of the results found in qualitative data are going to be results pertaining to things that people see in real life, which allows them to relate better to the data because it's things that they're seeing within their everyday lives. Qualitative data also allows readers to see the world through researchers' eyes and bring readers closer to the data being studied, meaning that researchers can paint a more vivid picture of the data being studied using qualitative methods rather than most other methods. And then as far as easily digestible data goes, the style in which qualitative data is presented it is a bit simpler for people to interpret that may not be involved in the study or the field study, which in our case is psychology. Um, Meaning that people not in the field or not involved in the study may have a hard time interpreting just a bunch of numbers and graphs. So using things such as narratives, as well as pictures and things like that, allow people to see the data in a different way, which and those methods are usually called non-traditional data sources. Another thing qualitative research has benefits in is allowing for diversity in research, meaning due to qualitative studies not being conducted in a controlled environment, this allows for researchers to examine a broad range of individuals. This will result in diversity with the data being collected. Diversity collection allows for researchers to take an ethical, unbiased approach to the study, meaning they're not excluding anyone from the study. Anyone who wants to participate or anyone that can participate can, because it's not in a controlled environment and they don't necessarily control all the factors that go into the study. And diversity allows for more realistic and valid results as the data isn't skewed towards one particular group or demographic.
Okay, so qualitative research is better because it is uniquely used in a way that captures depth and richness, contextual understanding, flexibility, and emergent design, and emphasis on participant perspectives. So we're going to get into the depth and richness. Quantitative research delves deeply into understanding human experiences, behaviors, and social phenomena. Qualitative research can generate rich and detailed data that can provide insights into complex, dynamic human and social behavior, as well as the context and culture that shape them. Researchers use open-ended questions, interviews, observations, and focus groups to explore complex issues. Next is contextual understanding. So qualitative research is contextual and holistic, meaning that it takes it into account the whole picture and the specific circumstances of each case. Quantitative research, on the other hand, is abstract and reductionist, meaning that it simplifies and generalizes the data to fit and predefined model or hypothesis. Qualitative also examines interconnectedness, relationships, and interdependencies. It seeks to understand behavior within its natural setting, considering cultural, historical, and social factors. And last, researchers analyze the why and how behind actions rather than just measuring what. Next is going to be flexibility and emergent design. Qualitative research is reflexive and iterative, meaning that it involves a continuous process of questioning, revising, and refining the research design and methods based on the emerging data and insights. Quantitative research, on the other hand, is rigid and linear, meaning that it follows a predetermined and fixed plan that does not allow for much flexibility or adaptation. The research process evolves as new themes or patterns emerge. Emphasis on participant perspectives. Qualitative research tries to understand the meanings and experiences of the participants from their own perspectives and context. Quantitative research, on the other hand, is detached and objective, meaning that it measures and analyzes data without considering the human aspects or implications. Qualitative research prioritizes the voices of participants. And last, researchers listen to their stories, viewpoints, and lived experiences.
Okay, and then Israel is presenting by himself. He's going to record it and that will be inserted later in the video. And then there are references, and that is everything for qualitative data.
Hello, my name is Israel Tornes, the fourth member of the group, along with Matthew, Emily, and Quentin. And today I'm going to be presenting my slides on the topic of qualitative research is better than quantitative research. And the reason for that being is because qualitative research is used to answer non-surface questions. It is also used to understand views and perceptions, and because it is used to obtain answers through personal experiences. Qualitative sample sizes tend to be smaller, but that's usually in order to fully understand what is being studied. Qualitative research is used to, again, like I said, answer non surface questions. Usually, an interview is conducted to present better results, but some recordings of thoughts and feelings are also another way to show a deeper level of how a person sees the world. Understanding views and perceptions. Uh, Qualitative research offer visions to different problems, and it also helps in developing concepts of theories for potential quantitative research questions. Some methods for that being are group discussions, individual interviews, diary and journal exercises. Those are some ways to fully, understand the concept of, what's actually going on. With analysis to look deeper into problems, the qualitative approach helps to discover new thoughts and individual views. And lastly, qualitative research is used to obtain answers through experiences. A study was conducted in 2021 by a researcher by the last name of Jonikas. And in order to properly acquire data for the research question, answers were obtained from the people who experienced something that could be understood through the use of their own world experiences. So basically, he used the same researchers and conducted almost like an interview, but used their experiences to collect the data for his research. Second, a person's vivid experience could not be obtained through the use of survey because we're trying to gain the bigger picture. So kind of just asking yes or no questions doesn't really reflect on, what we're trying to gain. And lastly, qualitative research enables researchers to obtain insight into what it feels like to be another person and to understand the world as another experiences it. And yeah, those were my slides on the topic qualitative research. It's better than quantitative research.